Hi friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Steve and I'm a first year undergraduate studying biology at the University of Oxford, and this is going to be a day in my life here at Oxford during Trinity Term of my first year. It is Friday the 25th of April, and this day in the life is going to be for Saturday the 26th of April, tomorrow. It is currently week 0, so term hasn't officially started, but I've just finished my collections exams, which are my mock exams. I had a multiple choice exam yesterday on Thursday and an essay paper today, and they went relatively well to my last mock exams. I was able to make a lot more progress in terms of my learning efficiency and my learning system, so I was able to get through a lot more lectures this time round, and so I was able to be more confident in more of my answers for the multiple choice paper, and I was also able to answer to answer the 4 essays required of me for the essay paper. So I'm really pleased with myself, and I'm really proud that I didn't give up and that I've just continued sticking with it, trying my best to improve my learning system and become more efficient rather than just quitting and going back to my inefficient learning methods. What I'm going to do for the rest of this evening is I'm going to just plan out tomorrow and the rest of my week, and do some admin stuff, and then tomorrow we will get back to work. Yeah, I will see you then. Bye. Hi friends, it is now 6:35 on Saturday the 26th of April. I just woke up and I did my 5-minute morning meditation, and now I'm going to get ready to go on my Dream Life Affirmations walk around Chapel Quad before heading off to the gym to go on a 20-minute run and then do a 10-minute mindful cool down, and then head back. Hi friends, I just did the run and it was really good. It's been a while since I've been on a run because I injured myself last time, so I wanted to give myself some time to heal. But it was nice getting back into it. I'm now just gonna head back to my room, do a mindful cool down, then I'll get ready for the day. See ya. Hi friends, it is now 8:11 and I have just gotten ready, and I'm now going to eat my breakfast, which is overnight oats, whilst listening to the Mel Robbins The Let Them Theory audiobook. And now that I've done that, I'm going to go through my morning journal, read my personal mission statement, visualize it, all whilst listening to the 5 to 8 hertz solfeggio frequencies. Once I do that, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the academic empowerment project. I'm going to be working on the video for my pre-exam routine, which helped me be calm and show up as my best self during my A-level exams. And then once I finish that, I'm going to start work. Today is going to be about pre-studying all of next week's lectures so I can just easily watch them and make the most out of them. And yeah, that's the main task for today. Hi friends, so I just finished doing the morning journal and personal mission statement and future me visualizations. Now I am headed off to Pembroke's Library, Plib, to spend a little bit of time planning the pre-exam routine video for the academic empowerment project, and then after that I'm going to begin pre-studying next week's lectures. So yeah, I'll take you along with me. Hi friends, it is now around 11:15. I have just spent a few hours in the library. I spent an hour on the academic empowerment project working on the pre-exam routine video. Then I started pre-studying the lectures for next week. I finished the fertilization, regulation of the cell cycle and mitosis lectures. I still have to do the hormonal signaling lecture, the two birds lectures, and then the plant-plant interactions lecture and the plant-animal interactions lecture. But I've made good progress, and it seems that all of these lectures are on like little mini-series and so that will link together, which is really nice because that makes it a lot easier to see the big picture and understand everything. And yeah, now I'm just going back to my room to have a snack, and then I'll get back to work. Hi friends, I just finished doing another pre-study. I finished the hormonal signalings lecture, and now I'm going to head off to lunch. I'm not sure what I'm going to get yet, but we'll find out. So I just finished lunch. I decided to treat myself to an M&S ready meal because collections are over. So I just ate that. I'm watching a little bit of Grey's Anatomy, the new episode, and now I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to work on the Birds 1 and Birds 2 lectures to start with, and then go on from there. By the way, today is a little bit of an anomaly because I don't have an essay due this week. Usually I either have an essay due or a presentation due or a problem set due every single week, but this time round I don't, because the tutor who's running our week one tutorial has this rule where she doesn't set essays for week one tutorials, so that's been kind of fun. I'm enjoying this period of less stress and busyness, to say the least. I'm sure it'll get more stressful and more busy as term goes on, but I'm just enjoying less stress now. So now I'm just gonna head on back to work. Hi friends, it is 2:50, and things are going pretty well. I just finished some more pre-studying and I only have one lecture left, which is the plant animals in lecture, and it's taken me a lot quicker. Well, it's been a lot quicker than I thought it would be. So I have a bit of free time on my hands that I didn't think I would have otherwise. So I could have just continued studying, but there's a party going on in Chapel Quad today, at Pembroke, and a lot of my friends are there. One of my friends from a different college is there as well, and I thought, you know what, might as well spend a little bit of time now to socialize and have some fun while I can before time gets hectic. So I'm gonna do that. I will see you later. Hi friends, so I spent a few minutes talking to people at the garden party thing. It was cool, but didn't really enjoy it, so I'm gonna go back to work now. And yeah, I'm gonna study with one of my friends back in Plib, so I'm gonna do that. So I spent a couple of hours in the library doing some work. I finished the pre-studying, so that was good. Then I did my NQD. Then I did the reading for one of the practicals I have next week on flatworm regeneration. And now it's 5 p.m. I'm back in my room. I'm gonna head out to get some dinner. I think I may get something from Itsu because that's nearby. I'm gonna buy some ice cream as well, then watch a little bit more of Grey's Anatomy, and then get back to work. I'm gonna finish I'm pretty tired, so I don't think I'm gonna do any of the midweek reviews that I have to do or any of the SIR sessions, so I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow because I can do that. I'm gonna finish doing the preparation for the practicals I have next week, send in a question for a tutorial, and then maybe if I have time after that, do some of the midweek reviews or review some of the reviews that I did already and update my flashcards accordingly. But yeah, that's the plan. And sorry I didn't record in the library because it just felt weird recording when there were people there. So that was that. But it was a really good session. I was sitting with some friends and my biology mum. We had a little conversation towards the end, just talking about how I've been finding the course. And yeah, it's been good. I'm gonna head off to dinner. I'm gonna stop yapping now. And then I made my breakfast for the next day. I make overnight oats because it's really healthy, it tastes good, and it also saves me lots of time in the morning. So yeah. Hi friends. So it is now around 6:30. I've just finished eating dinner and taking a break. Now I'm going to head back off to work. I'm currently in the JCR. I just filled up my water bottle, and I'm gonna head off to Pembroke Library Plib to get some more work done. I'm gonna finish prepping for the practicals next week. So by the end of today, I would have finished all the prep for next week. And then if I have time, I will do some midweek reviews or reviewing the reviews I did last time. I finished my Enkidu already, so that's good. So yeah, just continuing on working. Hi friends. So it is now 8:20-ish. I went back to the library. I finished prepping for the two main practicals that we had. I forgot that I had another practical, well, like statistics practical on the PED-T test to prepare for. We have to watch this like lecture on it. That's been recorded. But I found it really difficult to like see how it all was relating together and what the bigger picture was, and it just seemed like random bits of calculations, and I didn't know when and where and how, when and where to like apply the calculations, you know. But my brain was tired. I'm gonna give it another go tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now I'm going to call my parents, then start heading to wind down and get ready to sleep, do my evening journal, and yeah. Hi friends. So it is now 9 p.m. I finished calling my family, got ready to sleep, texted a friend, and now I'm just going to do my evening journal. I already talked about what I do in my evening journal before: truths from today, what weakness from today, what am I grateful for, what have I learned, other things like that. And whilst I do my evening journal, I listen to some sleep solfeggio frequencies, kind of like how I do in the mornings as well. And then I also listen to some sleep binaural beats, which also helps me relax and get ready to sleep. And yeah, today's been a good day. I'm really glad that I was able to get some good work in, so I've somewhat prepared for most of next week. I talked to some friends in between my day and in between the different things, which was good. I called my family, texted a friend, had good food, and yeah, it went well. I'm really happy with how today went. And after my evening journal, I'm just gonna head off to sleep at 9:30, ready to wake up at 6:30 the next day, 9 hours in bed, so I'll at least get 8 hours of sleep, and ready to have another good day. When I sleep, I listen to these rain sounds on this app called Tide. I used to listen to sleep hypnosis because I found that my mind was very hectic and filled with anxious thoughts, especially during year 13 and also at the beginning of university. So listening to those sleep hypnoses and now rain sounds has been a good way to quieten my mind and let go of the anxiety, and also some sleep meditations I've done as well, which have helped. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my evening journal and head off to sleep. It was really fun filming another day in the life. And as always, if in case no one told you, and in case you haven't told yourself recently, I wanted to tell you that I am proud of you and I believe in you and your worth and your unlimited potential and your ability to do incredible things in life. You've got this. Sending you so much joy and light deep.